Nørgaard. So I'm doing this makeup look today, and this is my first Halloween tutorial. I hope you guys can see who I'm trying to be. So yeah, I'm doing Marilyn Monroe as my first Halloween look. And by the way, I got this wig from Lady Gaga's web store. It was the same wig that I used in one of my Lady Gaga tutorials. So I just reused it for this look. So any kind of like blonde, short, curly wig will do. Again, by the way, this is not like a perfect recreation of Marilyn's makeup at the time. I'm not using the same brands and I'm not using the same techniques. This is just a tutorial on how to do her makeup look to make it look like hers. But it's not supposed to be an exact recreation of her makeup. But yeah, without further ado, please thumbs up the video if you like it. Remember to watch in high definition, and here comes the tutorial. Okay you guys, so before we get started, I just wanted to mention that if I look a bit red, like around my nose and my eyes, then it's because I used the entire morning on cleaning up my entire room. I got up at 9 and by 9:30 I was cleaning up together with my mom, and by 1 o'clock we were finally done. And it looks brilliant in here. It looks so clean, so light, so beautiful. I really love how it turned out. But because we cleaned up the entire room, a lot of dust came out into the oven, and I'm super allergic to dust. So, oh my face. It is going down a little bit and it will continue to go down, but I still have a little bit of, you know, the allergies. So if I'm sniffling or if, you know, my eyes are a bit red or anything like that, it's just because of my allergies. So with that said, let's get on to the makeup. So to prime my face, I'm going to use Catrice Prime and Fine Smoothing Refiner. And this is like a cream texture. It's very interesting. So I'm just applying it all over and then I blend it in with my fingers. And this is a very smoothing primer, so it really smooths out the skin texture, and it makes sure that your foundation goes on super evenly and smoothly as well. So I'm going to mix two foundations today. This is MAC Pro Longwear Waterproof Foundation, and this is L'Oreal Infallible Ultra Matte. And once I have it placed on my face, I just go ahead and stipple it on with my sponge. Okay, so after my first coat of foundation, I'm going to apply one more to get perfect skin like Marilyn's. So these are my two layers of foundation, and it may look, you know, like a crazy amount of foundation, and it is. But I'm not going for like a natural look, I'm not going for an everyday look, I'm going for a glamorous Marilyn Monroe look. So I want the makeup to be a bit heavy, but I mean, you guys already know that. So to conceal a bit, I'm going to use my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. So I go in with my MAC Concealer along my under eye area, just to hide my dark circles. And then I take a little bit around the nostrils, and then I go in and I blend it out. So to set everything in place, I'm going to use my translucent, transparent powder from Rimmel. And I start out with my under eye area. And then I go in with my regular big Kabuki brush and I set the rest of my face. And I always like to go over my ears as well. And of course the neck. Okay, so for this look we are going to skip the bronzer and we are just going to contour our cheekbones, our temples and our jawline, and also the nose. And I'm going to use my Genius little palette from BornPrettyStore, and I'm going to use this cool toned brown color. And I'm going to use my NARS brush And then let's do the temples. I'm going to do the jaw. And this trick of contouring your jawline is also great if you have like kind of a weak jawline. Personally, I don't have too much of a weak jawline, but if you do, it will totally make it much more prominent if you contour it. And this brush, can you see that? It shreds. And I just use the same brush to contour the nose. And I just blend out my contour now, because we want it to look like natural shadows on our face. You guys already know this. So for blush, Marilyn actually often wore like a quite pinky blush. So I'm going to take my No Makeup palette by Too Faced, and I'm going to take the pink blush in here and just pop that on. So now I'm just going to quickly run a comb through these eyebrows to take some of the foundation out of them and also to brush them into place. And now I'm going to try and use my, like the very last bit that I have left of my MAC Fix Plus. Okay, so that's not working, so I'm going to use my e.l.f. makeup mist and set instead. And then let that dry. Okay, so for the eyebrows, I'm going to use my Brow Bar to Go in the color Blonde to Brunette. So I'm going to start out with the wax, and then I'm going to use mostly this color, but also a little bit of that color. And you guys remember that when you're doing your Marilyn costume, you're probably going to be wearing a blonde wig if you don't already have blonde hair. So if you have darker hair and you're used to filling in your brows with something that's darker, remember to go lighter because you are going to be wearing that blonde wig. So I'm just applying the wax with my finger, and then I'm going in with the lightest color. And you guys could totally Google like a picture of Marilyn and then try and copy her eyebrows, but I'm just going to fill in my own natural shape because I don't think, you know, it's so important with the eyebrows. I definitely feel like if you just have like her signature cat eye and her red lips and her beauty spot down, then that's kind of what you need to replicate. But I think you can just do your brows however you want. And then I'm just brushing through my eyebrows again. And you guys, I have actually not even used the darker color, so I'm just using the lightest color and that's it. So now I'm applying the wax to the other brow. And of course I brush through this eyebrow as well. And my brows are super messy. Okay you guys, I'm using a bit of foundation to clean up my eyebrows because they are looking like, girl, what are you doing? And then I just blend that out. And I just blend out again. So to set my brows, I'm going to use my clear brow gel by e.l.f. So just go in with that. So to prime my eyelid, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Essentials Eyelid Primer. And I just pop a little bit of that right in the middle of each eyelid. And I just blend it out with my finger. Okay, so for the eyeshadow look, it's so simple. We are going to use 2 eyeshadows and that's it. So I'm going to take my Too Faced Boudoir Eyes eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to use this top color called In the Buff. You just want any matte color that's a few shades lighter than your skin tone. So first and foremost, this is going to be our brow bone highlight. So just apply it right on top of that concealer. And I'm just using an e.l.f. Studio eyeshadow C brush. Then we are going to apply this color all over the eyelid. And lastly, we go in the inner corner and apply it. So for my second eyeshadow, I'm going to take my In the City eyeshadow palette by W7. And I'm going to take this color right here, this brown color. You just want to take any brown color that's a few shades darker than your skin tone. And I'm going to be placing this in the crease. And I'm using my MAC 224 brush. So just blend it back and forth with windscreen wiper motions. So I'm going to use the same color along my lower lash line. And I'm just applying it like very lightly with a little lip brush. And you don't want this to look like actual eyeshadow. You want it to look like a shadow from your lower lashes. So I'm going to use my Urban Decay liquid liner. Oh my god, you guys, my Urban Decay liner is completely dried up. Okay, you guys, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Essentials liner instead. Okay, you guys, so I have my liquid eyeliner on now. So I am going to curl my lashes with my Shu Uemura eyelash curler. And I really want to plump up my own natural lashes for this look. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. mascara primer. I really love this stuff. So I just apply this on my top lashes. And we are going to be working with falsies, but only like corner lashes. So a lot of the responsibility still lays on our own natural lashes. So that's why I want to get them popping. Okay, so while that dries, I'm actually going to do the red lip. So I'm going to use my liquid lipstick in Red Rum by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And I'm going to line my lips with my BornPrettyStore lip liner. So let's go ahead and do this. And by the way, you guys, back in Marilyn's time, it was like the beauty standard, the beauty like ideal was that you had a bigger bottom lip and then a slightly smaller top lip. So I'm going to see if I can do that. And now I go in with the liquid lipstick. So that's the red lip. I think I'm going to clean it up with some concealer because it got a little bit messy. Okay, so I think this looks a little bit better. So I'm going to take my Absolute Lashes mascara by W7. And I'm going to apply that to my top lashes now that my mascara primer is dry. You guys, my boyfriend is coming over like any minute now. And I'm not done. This is kind of stressing me out. So for my falsies, I'm going to use these ones by Red Cherry. And I'm going to cut them in half and just use the outer half. So I'm just going to stick it right on here in the outer corner and just adjust it to my liking. And I just use the back of the tweezers to press it downward. So I'm moving back in with my liquid liner. And I'm going to use my L'Oreal Telescopic Explosion Mascara. And I'm just going to use this to blend my real and the false lashes together. And I'm also just going to apply it to my lower lashes. So I'm just doing the same to this eye. So I go in with the liquid liner, and then I go in with my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara to blend my real and my false lashes together. And I go in with the mascara on my lower lashes. So to finish off the eyes, I'm going to use this white eyeliner from Wet n Wild. And I'm going to pop this in my waterlines, and I will be right back. Okay, so I just put on my blonde wig, and this is the finished look. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please thumbs up this video if you liked it, and remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. So take care and bye bye.